Life is a numbers game, and software engineering is no different. In life, if you want to be healthy, you got to eat a lot of salads, and you have to exercise a lot. In software engineering, if you want to get better at coding, you got to code a lot. It's as easy as that, but just on multiple levels. A quick introduction. Hi, my name is Albert, and I've been working as a professional software engineer for almost 6 years. I graduated from UC Berkeley with a degree in EECS, and since then, I've worked for an edtech startup, a blockchain infrastructure company, and now an IoT platform that is in hypergrowth. So I have a little bit of experience. I've interviewed over 100 candidates for software engineering roles. And from what I can tell, the thing that makes software engineers stand out the most is, number one, can they code, obviously? And number two, how well do they communicate? So how does repetition come into play when it comes to these two things? With interviewing, it's really just a game. And like any game, there are levels to it. If you understand how each level works, you can have a better chance of beating the game. On the bottom level, there's coding. If you can't beat this level, the game is over. Can you use data structures and algorithms to write a program that solves a problem? On top of this level is system design. System design is all about using your experience from previous projects that you've worked on to inform how you're going to design and improve the system you're working on now. And on the very top of this game is leadership. We care about how well you can use your people skills to work as a team and help guide multiple people to the same goal. For each of these levels, I used repetition to master my abilities. For example, with coding, I actually embarked on a 100-day coding challenge so that I could motivate myself to solve LeetCode questions every single day and practice writing these programs and practice my ability. At the beginning, it was pretty tough, but by day 30, I was on a roll. And by day 48, I had completed over 100 LeetCode questions, and I actually landed offers by that day. So I didn't even need the whole 100 days, but having that repetition mindset is really what I attribute to getting my ability up to par. On the level of system design, I repeatedly asked the same set of questions, such as how many users did we support and how did we do that? Where were the bottlenecks in our program? What problems did we have and how did we solve those over time? And did the solutions that we try last, or did we have to patch it again and again and again? So by asking these questions, I identified learnings and lessons, things that worked, but things that didn't really work. In order to help you, something that you can actually reference as you ask yourself these questions and maybe come up with new questions is you can look at the donnemartin system design guide. And I'm gonna link the GitHub, I'll show it here, and also it's gonna be in the description. So you can use this guide to gain knowledge of some new concepts that you might not have thought about before, but are actually really important when you're designing systems that are supposed to be highly available, highly scalable. How do you put all these parts together? So look at that and repeat your questions and your analysis over and over again. With leadership, I was able to practice this a lot during college. That's where I got a lot of reps in, working on group projects, working as different roles. Sometimes I would be more programming heavy. Sometimes I would play more of the project manager role and talk to the TAs and kind of clarify requirements and things like that. If I hadn't gone through these multiple project experiences and these multiple reps, then I would not have been able to pick out these themes and understand how to communicate that to other people. Hopefully you can see by now how repetition is really the key to success for software engineering, for software engineering interviews, but really for anything. So I want to share one last thing with you. This right here is an image of my interview funnel the last time I was looking for a job. And at the top, you can see that I had considered a total of 45 open roles. So I had reached out to 45 companies. Out of those 45, I was able to talk to 27 recruiters. And then out of those 27 recruiter chats, I was able to set up 13 technical phone screens. And then from those 13 phone screens, I landed 6 on-site interviews, with each on-site interview being composed of 1-hour sessions, 5 one-hour sessions. And then finally, from those 6 on-site interviews, I landed 5 offers. And having 5 offers was huge because I was able to use them to gain negotiating power to increase my salary before I even started my job. But that's a story for another time. So the point here is that even with the scheduling of my interviews, not just the interviews themselves, but even with the scheduling, I used repetition and increased the numbers in order to get myself the best result possible. Success is equal to work times luck. And when you increase the reps, you're putting in the work and you're increasing the chance for luck to find you. So go out there get your reps in, and I'll see you on the other side.